Right then you lot, this is for our vegetarian friends, but actually, if you're a meat eater, this is something you're going to love as well. It's a mushroom and halloumi cheese burger bun, right? First thing we're going to do is get our mushrooms and just take that middle stalk out, okay? Because once it's cooked, we're going to kind of like fit the cheese in it, squeeze it between the two, and they look quite big and substantial now, but as they cook, they shrink right down, but they intensify in flavour. We've got the barbecue on around about 200, 220 degrees, okay? It's on a good kind of searing cooking temperature. And I've just got here a little pastry brush with a little bit of oil. Just going to brush both sides of the mushroom, stick it on. I'm using a big green egg here, but actually for this recipe, you don't have to. This could be just one of those coal-fired or wood-fired barbecues, even a gas one if you want. It's no worries. We're using it for that grilling purpose. Mushrooms are on. I'm just going to close the lid, but you haven't got to. You can just cook them, but the lid just helps cook them a bit better. So to make the flavour butter, the umami butter, the thing that's going to give this wonderful kind of meaty, beautiful flavours that go so well on a barbecue. Start off with obviously butter. Just give that a little squash about. It's quite soft, okay? And then into that, I'm going to put 2 tablespoons of the white miso paste, 1 tablespoon soy sauce, half a teaspoon of dried chili flakes. I've got dried porcini mushrooms that have been blitzed up to a powder, okay? So that's about half a teaspoon. Zest of half a lemon, 2 cloves of garlic, a little pinch of salt and pepper, and then slowly work it all together till that butter is incorporated with all of those flavours that you've put. And this is going to be ready to baste and brush on our mushrooms. Have a quick look at the mushrooms. Then they're cooking delicious already. And just flip the mushroom over. And at this point, with that pastry brush, just start basting the top of these mushrooms, the umami butter, just to get it going. And then as it cooks, all that flavour will start going into the mushroom, and we'll turn it over again and baste them again, and just keep that butter getting basted on top of the mushrooms, making sure that they take on as much flavour as possible. And at this point, I'm going to get the halloumi cheese. Just going to give that a little brush with the butter so it works a little bit like oil, like it's a little bit of a lubricant, so that when it goes onto the grill, it won't stick. Then we can turn the mushrooms over, lid back on for a minute or two. We'll just go back and turn them around and baste them all again. So you can see now that the cheese is ready to turn over. So I'm just going to baste the other side of the cheese again to give it a good coating so it doesn't stick. And after a couple of minutes, these mushrooms can come off and the cheese can come off. Just whilst the grill's open, I'm going to throw in my burger buns. Just when they got a nice toast on them, take them off. Give a last little brush that butter and a little blob of mayonnaise. A little bit of rocket, super strong, peppery, spicy. 1 mushroom, 1 whole block of the halloumi cheese, then another mushroom. Then on top of that, a little blob of sweet chili sauce. Lid goes on, give it a good squish down. Stick them on a board, throw them in the middle of the table. So that is my halloumi and mushroom burger, all cooked on a big green egg with some umami butter. This recipe is in the description below. Why don't you subscribe to the channel? Let me know what you think. Leave some notes in the comments. Give it a like.